it's Nort, and I get questions from time to time via email, Facebook, all that fun stuff. So I got a question about battlegrounds and what to do in certain battlegrounds, specifically if you're going to be healing and you're in a flag carrying BG. So I thought I would answer that question with a video. So here we are, Deepwind Gorge, and I'm going to show you the Death Knight who is in front of me. I'm going to be shadowing him, and I'll show you what to do to be defensive and offensive, and just some tips in general, again, for healing battlegrounds. So first thing is make sure you have gear. I can't tell you how many people come up to me and, oh, I want a PvP, but I don't have the gear. And it's like, well, you know what? There's a few ways to get it. If all you have is PvE gear, you can grind honor and, or sorry, justice points, and you can get a bunch and you can transfer it to honor. And that's one way of doing it. Two, find someone to do arenas with. And even if you suck at first, you'll get better. I promise. Okay, so best thing to do, number one, if you're going to go big into PvPing, don't go onto an RP or a normal server, because you're not going to find the people who are quite as involved, especially on an RP server. I was on an RP server for a while, and I still am. And you won't find many people who are really down for PvP. The people you do find, if you find a guild, a random guild that like has a few people or a few friends that you know will do it with you, then you know then that's pretty much what you can do. I would just recommend going to a PvP or a PvP slash PvE realm. There's one that's both RP, PvP, or something. I don't know. Anyways. So as a healer, it's hard to be severely offensive in these. Now, what I mean is if you're going one-on-one, I mean, all you can do is out-heal them. And as a druid, it's very easy. Even as a priest, and my recommendation, if you're going to tag along with a flag carrier, you'll see him, he's way up there right now, is first thing, always keep your hots on them. You want your healing over time spells always on them, especially if people are near. In my case, I can cast Iron Bark on him, and it will decrease all damage by 20%. The only way I can get offensive is if I go, because I have Aspect of the Pack, or sorry, not Aspect of the Pack, wow. Never mind that. Because I was spec'd into the talent that I gain agility from going into cat form, so I can offensively defend with some attacks. Now, if you see there, I use Typhoon to push the one attacker away, and tossing up my hots along with the priest, and yeah, I tail him. Now, there's one thing to note is that nothing will work to hurry someone up with the flag. So I can't use Stampeding Roar to make him go quicker. It won't work. They've just taken that option out. So he will run at regular pace, and I just got to run with him and keep healing him and make sure he's topped up, so that if anyone sneaks up and if a rogue comes by or something, that he won't go down in like 2 seconds. So yeah, my tip for flag carriers: don't be a clothy and be a flag carrier, unless you're something crazy like a mage. Because mages, for some reason, can just hammer crap out. By the way, Symbiosis, if you're a druid, is absolutely amazing, because I have Icebound Fortitude, and yeah, it comes in handy. Now, normally that's a DK spell. Now, if you look at the map there, they do have our cart, but we have a really good team. And we have a team guiding our cart back, and they're gonna go. I think they get the cart from them. They don't let them get it. So yeah, the main way to get points in this is you cap the mines and you steal their cart. The main thing is to literally steal the cart, literally. Okay, so we got one cart in, and you'll see we keep going for it. I should have stayed a bit closer there. So yeah, you always stay with your flag carrier. Don't even leave them. And as far as, I make these videos just to show, because I get a lot of questions about people feeling useless as a healer in a battleground. Absolutely not. There are always a need for more healers. And even tanks, like people think, oh, I'm a tank, well, PvP. Yeah, we need you in PvP, man. You ever ran out of Conquest? Jesus Christ. Not only for the bosses that are in it, but we need you to be taking that heavy amount of damage, so there's a little fight going on. Just stop to help out real quick. My flag carrier, he's all the way up there already, so as much as like I'm getting distracted with this fight here, I also want to keep an eye on him. So I go and help this warlock out. And now I see that my flag carrier is being hit. See, I didn't stay with him. So I cast Iron Bark on him, and then I cast Typhoon. So I decreased his damage, got the people away from him, and then I heal him up quick. Yeah, they're targeting me, but I can out-heal their damage, so I'm really not worried about it. Okay. So see, he's doing good still. I tried to cast Stampeding Roar on him, and it worked, but he didn't actually get a speed increase from it. So you pretty much just got to wait it out. I mean, if you could put speed increases on people, they might... yeah, I'm sure someone would figure out a way to mess it up. Okay, so I get on my mount, just to keep up. Kind of go ahead, because I noticed that this got capped, so it's like, okay, well, what kind of stealth is here? I think they were yeah, see, look, got stunned, so I have my Insignia of the Horde, so I don't get stuck like that. By the way, Insignia of the Horde, absolutely priceless in a BG. If you don't have one, go and get one immediately. If I can recommend any piece of equipment as your first piece, it would be that trinket. Mine also gives me a ton of spirit, and again, I know people say to stack int, but you know what? You need spirit too, especially for heavy healing times. You need intellect though. You cannot get by without it. You need it. Now, in the old days, when you could have unlimited mana pools, you would stack intellect just to have a massive pool of mana. Nowadays, you go more for crit and stuff that way. Yes, I have the glyph to carry someone on my stag. Okay, so here we are again. They haven't gotten one cart from us. We're beating the pants off of them. And yeah, this team's been doing great. I'm going to summon a better mount, the touring rocket, because I want to carry someone. And there we go. See? Look, being a team player. Okay, so we've gotten 2 of their carts. They haven't got ours once. So... And look, we already had another guy up there ready to take their cart. Now, if you had a pre-made or something, you'd have pretty much 2 teams, well, probably 3 teams. One team to go around and mess with their mines to spread them out. And then you'd have teams alternating. So you'd have pretty much one team waiting at our base protecting our cart. And then you'd have one team running for the other cart. And they'd switch. So the one at our cart would probably run up, or... they'd watch our cart first of all, and they'd protect the cart incoming. So if the cart was incoming soon, then they'd just run up to the cart and help it make sure it got back there. If there's no sign of danger, and there's good communication, then the fact that we've stolen the alliance cart can get to us, and yeah, and you could alternate quick, and man, you could be through this this whole battleground in probably, I don't know, 4 minutes. If you really ran through it, you'd be through it fairly quick. So, a little bit of a fight here, but this team that I have is like, this is an amazing team on top of everything. And this is here, I went Tree Cat on this one, and if you look, I'm putting out a decent amount of damage, and it's really helpful. So, the Tree Cat spec is really, to me, it's worth it. The only thing that I might switch is the Bash. I have Bash. If you look down there at the middle of my screen right above Barkskin, it's a bear talent usually, but I spec'd into it because it's a good CC. And if you look here, I go back into cat form to do some DPS. It's a good CC, and yeah. So yeah, look, I'm putting out decent damage for a healer at this point, in my opinion. But I'm going to switch Bash for Disorienting Shout because it's really good. It's really good for AoE CC. So there you guys go. That's pretty much tips that you should be doing for healers in flag carrying battlegrounds. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please like the video, add it to your favorites, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and I'll see you guys soon.